Charles Floyd is now the new head of Midtown, and he's already shaking shit up. And that damn Omari keeps on popping up on Cotton. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up everybody? This is your boy Kenny, and welcome back to KRS TV. And this is my review of Star Season 2, Episode 11. And the name of this episode is Take It to Church. Man, we already in this episode are already like, you know, getting the fact that there's something from Star's past that keeps coming up. But the question is, what happened, and what is it about this memory that it keeps haunting her? Because we first, from the beginning of the episode, we see that Star wakes up from a nightmare, you know, that she had killed someone, and we see that what does this all mean? And there's this song that's in her mind that she just can't shake. Because we see she goes wandering around the streets. Derek told her she should stay home because, you know, it's a crazy neighborhood. But, you know, Star's like, look, I'm a white woman in America. They'll find me. And I have to admit, she's actually telling the truth. But while she's out and about, she runs into this guy. You know, she first blows him off, but then later on, again, when she runs into him the second time, she actually sings the song that has been playing in her mind all this time. And right after she finished singing, she throws up and runs off. We come to later find out that the cutie that she's been running into, his name is Jackson, and he's actually a member of a band. And he actually, you know, tells Star that, you know, we're looking for a singer and you will be perfect. But of course, you know, Star's with, you know, Take 3, so she's like, I'm already part of a group. But things are looking kind of promising though, because it's like, here it is now, Star is starting to develop her own opportunity, as well as you know, may have a possible love interest, because we can definitely tell Jackson likes her. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that one. So we actually also see that also from the last episode, we see Cass, who's Carlotta's sister, who's played by Brandy. You know, she's talking to one of their cousins who just got out of the pen, because they getting forces together to get at Amari's ass, because, you know, and Carlotta is just not having it. You know, she's like, why you got this nigga on my damn street? You know his ass is always getting into shit. Like, get him off my street. And he's like, man, forget you, Carlotta. I ain't here to see your ass no way. And she says, and I don't give a damn. Get the hell away from my damn neighborhood or whatever. And then Cass and her get into it, because Cass is like, why you acting all brand new and shit? You know what we gotta do, and you know why we here, and you know we gonna handle this shit. And then Carlotta walks away, and then all of a sudden Cass was like, well, can I meet the group? I was wrong. Cass is a damn mess. So then they actually are on their way, you know, to Midtown, because they actually have a meeting with Midtown. I mean, there are songs on the radio, so they're thinking things are looking promising for Midtown, so they're wondering what's up next. When they get there, that damn Charles Floyd done dropped a bomb on them and pretty much told Alex, well, first, he talked to Noah and pretty much said that, you know, you just won the showcase. I'm about to put you on tour, and you're going to be on tour for 6 months. You know, you'll be, because, you know, Noah's like, well, tour, you know, I haven't even got an album yet. And he says, well, fine, you'll get your album done within a month, but then 6 months you'll be on tour, and, you know, and everything is going to take off for you. So tell me why the hell when Take 3 come up in there, thinking they're going to be meeting about them, Charles decides to drop the bomb that Alex is going on tour with Noah for 6 months, and Take 3 is on the shelf until she gets back. And of course, Alex is like, what the hell? You can't do this. You know, this is I'm with my own group. How are you just going to take me off of my group and put me on with Noah? And he's saying that, look, right now you and Noah are the top thing on this label. You have gotten a lot of buzz. You got a big fans. And she's like, but we're not really together. She said, regardless, fake relationship. This fake relationship is taking a life on its own. And we're going to continue to exploit it. So you're going to be on tour for 6 months with Noah. And she's like, I'm not going. And he says that, young lady, he's like, I own your music. I own your contracts. So therefore, I own your time. Now, if you want to take this with a matter of the courts, we can do that. But trust me, you won't win. So, enjoy the tour. I was like, oh, that motherfucking Charles Floyd is an asshole. And we also seen in this episode that Iyanna is still a drunken mess. Because ever since her father ousted her from Midtown, yeah, she's literally been killing herself slow. And like, you know, and then like Star was like, I don't know why you doing all this. I mean, you had the gun. Why didn't you just off yourself? I mean, won't you go ahead and do it? You still have time. I'm like, Star, stop. Star is a mess. But we still see that even through all of that, Iyanna still has a connection with Simone. And, you know, we actually see that, you know, she still has that soft connection with Simone or whatever. But they pull Simone immediately like, yo, get away from her ass. You can't trust this bitch. So we see all that go on. Now, and the thing about it afterwards, they all get into it with Maurice because they felt that in that meeting, Maurice did not fight for them. He didn't vouch for them. It's like, dude, you just let this shit go down. Here it is, you're supposed to be our A&R, but you ain't really fighting for us. And they just start going on and off. And, you know, they come up with an idea. Okay, how about this? You know, since Alice is going to be going on tour, we got to try to get on tour too. So let's try to hold a showcase or something, and let's see, you know, out of everybody on the label, who's going to be chosen to go on this tour with Noah and Alex. So of course, you know, Charles Floyd loves competition, so he agrees. But you know, they were like pissed at Maurice because it was like, Maurice is like, dude, how the hell you supposed to be an A&R and you just letting us get run over like this and shit? So then we see that damn Hyle comes in, you know, also pinching Andy and Angel. Charles Floyd is like, well, okay, even the more the merrier. Let's have a showcase. Because as soon as they had Charles Floyd on the idea, that's when Hyle comes in with the extra shit. And we already know him and Hyle are kind of working neck and neck because he was the one that told Charles about Iyanna's dealings with his arch enemy. So we see that Hyle and Charles have a little meeting, and he puts Hyle on a task. He says, now the guy that got my daughter all screwed up and everything, his daughter runs his label, and there's an act there that I want to take from her. She's got a really big act that I want to get on my side. Now he says that, look, if you can make this happen, your boys will be on the tour. Also, what's going on in this is that Simone and Angel are getting close together. Because, you know, we know that Simone is still grieving the loss of Karen. But we definitely noticed that, you know, Angel had an eye out for her. And she kind of had an eye out for him. So I'm starting to think that, you know, our girl Simone is actually sexually fluid. You know, as a lot of people are. So it was good to see that they're actually opening that door. And we see that, you know, Angel's like, yeah, I know you was kind of feeling no girl Karen, but, you know, I get a vibe from you and all of that. So we see right then and there that, yeah, that Simone and Angel are getting even more closer. Then we get the damn scene with Cotton. Cotton goes out, you know, she's staying in Hyle's trailer. She goes out to dump some trash or whatever, and then Omari runs up on her. And he pretty much lets her know that, look, you know, I know your mother just got out of the hospital, and I know she's here, and she's like, and, you know, Cotton is like, yo, stay the hell away from my family. And he's like, look, go away with me. Let's get away from all of this. We don't have to be a part of this. We don't have to deal with any of the. We don't have to deal with all this crap anymore. Let's just run away together and we can start fresh. Just me and you. And Cotton agrees, and I'm like, Cotton, you crazy bitch, you better not go nowhere with this fool. I mean, hell, he just choked your ass out in the damn tub and shit. So, funny thing, you know, I'm thinking, okay, did you know she was... I was thinking, like, maybe he knew she wasn't dead. But then again, I was like, maybe he didn't, because, you know, the damn fire was set. She barely got out of there alive. So yeah, that whole situation is crazy. And I'm like, yeah, somebody's going to have to put Amari's ass down. Because Amari's old crazy ass ain't going to stop popping up on motherfuckers. Alright, let's see what else I want to talk about here. So we definitely talked. So we see that, Cotton talks to, Carlotta and the family. And she was saying that, look, he's going to try to kill you, mama. And, he's trying to take me away. And she was like, he's not going to take you away anywhere. So, we already know the family is about to come together and they about to show Amari who's boss. So, then we see that Hyle actually goes, and meets old girl who's the head of this label. And we can tell she ain't the pretty type, but we already know that Hyle got to give up gab and he got a hot dick and he tore old girl up. And the next thing you know, he ends up getting the artist from him, and the name of the artist is Quavo. And I'm like, yo, Hyle is just a dirty motherfucker. And that's the thing about Hyle. Hyle is a good guy, but he always plays dirty, and a lot of times his dirt always comes back to haunt him. Then, because he made this deal, they pretty much says that, so pretty much Charles Floyd's announced, well, we're gonna call this the Men of Midtown tour, because Andy and Angel, because they were there ready to do the showcase, for Charles Floyd. Charles Floyd's like, already made my decision. Andy and Angel are gonna be on the tour, and it's gonna be the Men of Midtown tour. That's who's gonna be on tour, and it's just gonna be, them and Alex, and just gonna be them and Alex, and Tay 3 is on the shelf. So, of course, they're pissed. Especially Carlotta. Because Carlotta's like, we need to get a chance to even perform. So, she's already starting to see there's some male chauvinism going on. And she clocks Hyle about it. So, we see that Carlotta is starting to peep how Hyle and Charles are kind of rubbing elbows and shit. So, later on, we see that Carlotta confronts Hyle about it. And she was saying that, you know what? I did notice that there was a package, that I had, about Iyanna and about some of her dirty dealings. But little did I know that package would end up in the wrong hands, and now I'm seeing this is how you got in and how you literally railroaded the girls to get the guys on. And then Hyle's like, look, I'm trying to do what I can. It ain't nothing personal. It's that I'm just living in the backyard and I'm tired of it, But then Carlotta's like, yeah, but whose backyard are you living in? Shut his ass down. I'm like, yeah, Hyle. Yeah, I understand you trying to break out, but dude, you screwing the one person that's in your corner. And it's just like, man, this shit is crazy. So, Carlotta realizing that this is like a doggy dog, boys club going on in Midtown, she gets in touch with Iyanna. And she's like, look, Iyanna, regardless of all the past shit we've been through, these men are literally trying to sit these girls on the shelf when they deserve to be on that tour like everybody else. Now, let's come together and let's make this shit happen. Because, what's going on ain't right. And we kind of see that this is exactly what Charles is doing, because we see that he even propositions Maurice and lets him know that, so tell me, who is your loyalty to? Because I saw in the meeting you were kind of pushing Take 3. So is your loyalty to Carlotta Brown or to me? And I'm like, see, Carlotta, you got you another one. that damn Maurice, I don't know if we can really trust his ass, because Maurice is kind of trying to play the game, trying to fit in. But I think you trying to play the game is going to end up making you lose Carlotta's ass, because Carlotta ain't for the bullshit. After that, we see, after Iyanna and Carlotta talk, we see Iyanna meet up with her father. And he pretty much is kind of like, you got some nerve showing your face to me. You're over. So I don't even know why you here. What business do we have to talk? Oh, she's like, oh, we got a lot of business to talk to, Dad, because this tour that you're doing, this was a tour I created before you outed me out of the company. And the sponsor of that tour is a woman that you have, over the years, have sexually violated, grabbed her ass, and did a whole bunch of unpleasantries. Now, I can actually get this girl to come out and tell her story and ruin your ass and ruin this tour and everything about it. So what you're going to do is you're going to put Take 3 on that tour because they deserve to be there, and you're going to play nice. Okay, Daddy? And got the fuck up. I was like, okay, Iyanna, as much as I ain't like your ass, I loved how she stood up to her father, because her father is a snake, and it's the reason why she's such a bitch, because he made her that way. I mean, it's like nothing she did was never good enough. But she know how to play dirty just like him. So she kind of bossed up to her father and said that, look, I helped put this tour together, and that sponsor, oh, I'll make sure this whole tour is ruined if you don't put Take 3 on it. So Take 3 ended up getting on the tour because of Iyanna making her move. And if anything, you know, Carlotta did let Iyanna know that, look, you owe them. You know, all the shit you did with Simone and all that, you got a chance to make this right. And that's exactly what she did. So, we see all that going on. Then we see that there's this sing-off between, you know, Carlotta, you know, her mom, Christine, played by Patti LaBelle, and Cass. They are up in church singing their asses off, and I was getting my life. Then we see, you know, where Omari shows up. Cotton comes out with a suitcase, and next thing you know, Cotton just stands there, and then we see her cousin and these goons come behind, and they suffocate Omari with a plastic bag, and they literally are about to kill his ass out. While they're doing that, we see Miss Bruce is there with Cotton. She pretty much, you know, she pretty much tells him to stop. She lets him know that, look, you held me down in prison, and, you know, you protected me in there, and I will be forever grateful to you for that. But you have taken this into another level where you think because you took care of me in prison that you own me. And I do love you. I got love for you. But what we have is not the right kind of love, and we can't do this anymore. We can't do this to each other, and I don't want to kill you, but we can't do this no more. We gotta stop. So, and we saw the connection between them, and I'm like, damn. She really does have feelings for Omari's ass. And we can definitely tell Omari has feelings for her, but Omari's fucking insane. So Miss Bruce lets him know that if you bring your ass around here again, your pretty ass gonna be dead. Let him go, y'all. And they let him go. So something's telling me that Omari is not done. Omari's gonna come back. How he's gonna come back, I don't know. But then, if this is the end, that'll be interesting. But something's telling me, something is telling me that, yeah, that damn Omari ain't done. You know, he ain't letting go of Cotton. Now, the crazy thing that happened, you know, in this episode too, is another thing that happened is that we see that Angel and Simone get married. You know, because at the time they weren't sure whether, because, you know, she was going to get pardoned if they went on tour, you know, because, you know, Iyanna had told her when they met with her the first time that she only got about a week left or so, and she was going to have to go back to the juvenile, juvenile center or whatever. So, and Simone ain't trying to go back there. And we know all the shit she went through being up in there, especially involving, you know, Karen and the girl that killed herself. There was a lot that was going on up in there. So she, chooses to marry Angel, so she can, now that she's a married woman, she now has her rights, and she won't be forced to go back to juvie. But little did she know, they actually got added to the tour, so she wasn't gonna have to go back to the detention hall anyway. But Simone just acted, because at the end of the day, she wasn't trying to go back, so she decided to marry Angel, and that's gonna be a situation in and of itself. But then the fucking kicker of this episode is that we actually find out that Arlene's body gets discovered, and her sister Charlene is on the news saying that I am going to find out who murdered my sister, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And we see that Hyle is watching it, and then we see that motherfucker Brody show up, and he's like, we got a problem. And I'm like, oh shit. Now the chickens are coming home to roost. You done killed Arlene, and now Arlene's sister is now, looking, for revenge, or looking to take down who killed her. And Brody's like, yeah, we got a problem. So that's where it ended, y'all. This episode was really good, and it's like I'm really like on the edge of my seat with Star because so much is happening. But I'm already starting to see that, yeah, there's going to be a whole lot of shit with Midtown now that Charles is at the helm. And we already see that he's already kind of formed his triumvirate with Hyle and Maurice. So now that he's a part of that triangle, I don't think he's going to really have Carlotta's best interest. Or it's going to be, a toss-up, because he's going to be trying to play with the boys, but then, at the end of the day, I think eventually him and Carlotta are gonna part ways, because Maurice has already proven that, yeah, he kind of goes where the wind blows. So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out. But that's what I have, y'all. If I missed anything, put it down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe to my channel. Click that bell so you get notifications every time I drop a video. Also, follow all of my social links that I have listed in the description box. Also, like this video, comment on this video, and share this video. And I'll be back with the next episode of Star. So until next time, everybody, take care.